Hey everyone, welcome to Final Fantasy IX Randomizer. This is my first real Let's Play that I'm doing. I've done a couple Twitch streams here and there. If you want to see me stream on Twitch, you can go to the link in the description and follow me there. Otherwise, subscribe here. So, Final Fantasy Randomizer, Final Fantasy IX Randomizer is essentially, you've heard of like the Link to the Past randomizer where they kind of shuffle all the chests around, all the different items. Kind of the same concept, except this applies to skills and armor and abilities and everything. So that, let's say, if you're Vivi and you have Doomsday or something, you know, Zidane might be able to learn that. Or it might be on a piece of his clothing. So he might learn that from, you know, leather wrist or something stupid like that. So basically it just shuffles around everything. Apparently there's something with the card game that's also shuffled around. I don't know how that works. Unfortunately, I did a take of this already, so I've seen exactly what my guys are going to get, so it's not going to be like a total surprise, at least for Zidane and for Vivi. I've gotten that far. I did the first episode of this, the first 15 minutes or so, and for some reason my voice audio was panned all the way to the right. So I had to go back and change some settings, and I think I got it worked out now. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Final Fantasy IX, I definitely think you should play it. I think it's pretty underrated when it comes to the PlayStation FF titles. It gets, I don't know, I think it deserves a little more recognition than people want to give it. I think it's really well crafted. The only downside being maybe it's one of the easier games to play, but I still think the story is fantastic. And, you know, it features a lead character that's not so depressed and emo like the last two games prior to this one. You know, Squall and Cloud. You know, 10 and 12 are kind of like that too. But I think this game really nails it with the characters. But, here we are, getting on the Prima Vista. We have our main character, Zidane. And like I said, I know exactly what's coming, but you don't. So we're going to open up the items in a second here. And we'll see what so far has been randomized. Sure is dark. The opening line. Okay, let's see what we got. Light that candle. Match whatever you got. Let's open the menu. Come on. First things first, I just want to change. I know I'm going to do this, so I just want to do it fast. Get it out of the way. Okay, so standard items, like the items themselves don't change. The names of them are like what you can and can't equip, but the stuff that's on the abilities. Okay, so starting off, Dagger, we have Demi and we have Phoenix. Two things that Zidane never will learn in the vanilla version. We have Scan, Fleagill, standard, and auto regen, which I'm gonna equip immediately. There's gonna be things in this that will screw me and screw you if you play this, like not getting cure, or you might get stuck with something that you can't cast because the MP cost is so high and it's such a low level. So you're gonna be using potions and high potions or stuff, you know, stuff like that can happen. I've only seen up to basically the first save point so far, and other than that it'll be blind in the sense that I don't know what the characters are getting. I've played this game probably 30-40 times, so I'm pretty well versed at it, so it's not blind in that sense. And we got our first little mini fight here with Baku, who is wearing a costume, and I mean, this is basically just, hey, here's how you battle. You're not gonna lose to this guy. I don't think he has much. He might have a potion and like, you know, wrist or something. I mean, I could give it to Vivi or something. There we go. Let's just take him out. It's funny to see that I've got auto regen on and at such a low level, it only takes, you know, heals you 6 points, because that's such a almost end game kind of ability. Like you're not seeing auto regen or really any of the auto spells or auto abilities until disc 3 probably. Hey fools, looking better. Yeah, I'm not going to be focusing too much on story. I might be mashing a little bit. I'm not trying to like speed through it. It's just assuming that if you're watching this, you probably know this game. So there's no reason to really like, you know, go too deep into the story. Right now we're putting on a fake play and we're going to kidnap the princess. Although they try to trick you here if you're mashing. They give you this first option of kidnapping the queen, and if you select that enough times, they give you a little secret. I'm not even sure what it is, but I did it a couple years back, but it was nothing that it's not an item, nothing that's gonna make your game better. It's kind of obnoxious. It takes way too long. We got another CGI movie, just like the intro. We got Vivi here. And that was one thing that Final Fantasy IX like knocked out of the park, was the FMV sequences in this game are just unbelievable. That if they re-rendered them with today's specs, like even the same files, like just how this is right now, upscaled, would look incredible still. You look back on Final Fantasy 7 and 8, they were kind of still developing. Like they didn't have it totally down yet. Like they didn't age as well. And part of that too is Final Fantasy 8. I think what they tried to do is they tried to make the FMVs kind of seamless between, you know, like you would actually sometimes be playing or like moving your character, moving Squall around as an FMV sequence would start. It kind of works. It's kind of neat. I do prefer how they do it in 9. Just a little bit more. It looks a lot nicer. They definitely perfected it at this point in the game. And this is at the end of the console generation, I believe. This must have been... I bet the PlayStation 2 was announced when this game was out. When it was released. So we got Vivi, and he's dropped his ticket here. I'm not going to spend too much time in town. I'm going to grab a couple things, like a couple potions and stuff. Just things that I know, and you know, we'll move from there. We're not gonna go 100% this thing. Just gonna grab the stuff and friggin' Puck. They call him Rat Kid right now, but he is Puck, Prince Puck. I'm just gonna run back here and grab a couple cards I think are back here. Which I am interested in, like what randomized with the card game, because the cards I'm getting are still, you know, they're not like randomized like crazy cards right away. I'm not getting like airships and stuff. Unless you're not supposed to get these yet. If these are more advanced, I don't remember. Yeah, there's probably more stuff hidden in this area. I'm not doing this to completion right now. I know I could go in that old granny's house and steal her 8 gil. Maybe for this playthrough, she can keep it. This is the dumbest cutscene. I hate it. I hate that fucking duck dick guy. Alright, we'll go into here. We'll go into the pub, grab the money and the flan card or whatever's here. Cool. Grab the money. Hurry up, Alice, or whoever you are. Maggie. It's the same character model. That should be good. We're gonna go from now. We don't need to get anything else. Well, there's one more thing. There's 38 gil chilling in here. or whatever, how much it is. 38, yep. Okay. Sweet. Oh, you know what? We didn't even look at friggin' Vivi. He's got all the same stuff, like, and everyone will. He's got Silence, Blizzara, Curse. So, Vivi's got some stuff that's kind of normal to him, but he's getting it a lot earlier. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, what Leather Wrist is going to offer. What are these beginning items going to have? You know, who knows, might get Odin or something insane. Then he can't cast it for however many levels. So Vivi's ticket is fake. This guy is going to cheer him up with some cards. Let's take a look at the cards real quick. I want to see. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like random about the stats. They all look pretty low level. So that's not it. I never fuck with that card game or the jump rope game. I don't have patience for that timing. I just don't. It's like the frickin' Super Mario jump in Legend of Seven Stars. I'm not gonna do that and try to get that 100 times. Fuck that. I'm trying to play this game, not sit on a little side quest for 2 hours. Alright, we got Prince Puck. He wants us to be his slave. And we have no choice. So he's about to steal the ladder, which we're gonna use to get into the big firework event play thing tonight. That Zidane will be stealing Garnet. I could go in here. If you're not aware, Garnet was the heroine character we saw in the opening title. She is Princess. And now we'll get our introduction to the Moogle family of this game, who essentially function as the save points, which they actually work a little bit different in this game compared to 7 and 8, where you actually have to go into the menu. You don't go into the menu, I'm sorry. You just talk to them and they have a save function built in, as well as a interesting mail side quest called Magnet. And you can also rest up using a tent with them if you're not on the world map. But yeah, I kind of like that. I never liked in 7 and 8 where you had to go into the menu, because I felt like if you weren't exactly on the save point, it just wouldn't work. Like, it would be like you had to be perfect in the perfect spot, otherwise you couldn't save. We got Stiltskin here as a guy that you have to continue to fund his travels, otherwise you won't see him at the next like rest that he comes. Like, basically he'll have like 3 items for you and you have to pay for them, and it's a good idea usually to keep him funded, keep him moving, because he's got some good stuff. So this is the Magnet mail delivery system. Most of these letters are kind of mundane with the Moogles, but it leads to kind of a cool reward at the end. But you have to... It involves another side quest, so it's like 2 side quests that merge at the end with the Chocobo Hot and Cold game. So the only way to get to their headquarters is you have to use the Chocobo to get there. Kind of tedious. I don't know if I'll follow through doing that in this playthrough. I kind of have done that too many times, so might skip it. I don't know. We will save here, and we'll see you later in the next episode. Thanks for watching.